So in front of you here we have something rather special. This is one of my another one of my scratch builds or kit bashed conversions, I guess you would call it. It's not necessarily a scratch build because it is based upon another model. So we maybe call it a kit bash, where I take one purchased model from GW and I go ahead and steal the bits off of it and kind of slam another one together, right? Make 2 or 3 models out of one purchased model. So this one in front of you is a Corsair 1/48 scale. So let me go ahead and take this off the stand. We're going to do a showcase a little bit differently. We're not going to put it on a turntable. So we have this pinned with a wire. This is, I believe, 1/32 or 1/16 piano wire. This piece here, so it doesn't bend, really stiff. We went ahead and put a plastic tube right there, so this piece just fits. The wing does come off for transportation. You notice the magnet up front, a large magnet underneath. So it just snaps into position. I can feel it pull it and snap it into position. So check this out here. So pretty cool. This is again a 1/48 scale Corsair. I went ahead and actually kit bashed the Ork that's flying this thing. This arm, let me get a pointer here. This arm right here is from old 3rd edition Boar Boys kit from Fantasy Warhammer back in the day. So that arm right there is off an old Boar Boy. This gun and that arm is off just a regular boy, but again I cut the hand, turned it, pointed the gun, so to get the position like he's shooting. See the face, the detail work. So instead of a prop, you'll also notice there's no prop. So a lot of people, when they try to kit bash these old World War II airplanes, they throw the prop on there. Sure, yeah, the prop looks cool, but I actually cut out the center, which on this kit was supposed to be the engine. I cut the center out and I put an intake like an engine, like a jet engine. So see that in there? So I got the weathering effects, got the guns. I cut the wings here and then cut this wing here. Threw in this little part, this whole section right here. Let me get the whole thing in the screen there. This whole gun section is actually off the kit that you buy from GW. This part of the wing on the left and this part of the wing on the right is actually from the Corsair that I just remounted and reattached right there at that seam. Right there at that seam. Stuck the exhaust pipes from the kit. Made them look like they were chrome coming out of the jet engine. Got some jet engines in the back, some exhaust. Just glued on a piece of the kit from GW right here. This is part of the kit from GW. This little section here, I made this out of poster board so that it would fit and look like a flap. So flipping it over, it's got the sky blue like they used to in World War II. So when you're looking up, you'd be more camouflaged. The bombs, since it is a Burna-Bommer, the bombs are magnetized. So on the top of that bomb right there, at the very top, that's a little magnet. And then right there in that hole that I drilled, there's another little magnet. So that just snaps right in, both sides. Use the missiles from the Corsair kit. Again, I think those come out looking cool, looking sweet. And then this area here will also house 2 more missiles that I have in a box. My base is homemade barrels with 1 crushed barrel with stuff spilling out of it. And then the 2 sticks or 2 posts to keep the barrels, you know, lined up in position. So basically it's kind of like a fuel dump or a barrel dump. And then to showcase it or to play it, this is what I do is I stick the pin into the barrel. Just like that. And he looks like he's dive bombing. Coming in. So let's put this one aside. So again, got another little missile, another little bomb on the top. Got the weathering effects. Streaks, oil, grime. Checker pattern. Looking good. So now let's bring in the original kit. There is the original kit. Again, same type of basing structure. Have a metal rod that's stiff enough to hold the weight of the plane without bending. Have my sandy beach or sanded, you know, like desert scene with some stones and some rocks. And then I got the metal rod going down the middle. So very minimalistic, very minimal of underneath the base. I didn't want to use that big plastic part that comes up here. The wings come off for transportation. So let me show you here. Stick it in the box. So left and right, wings come off. Stick them on like that, easy money. These are big models, so it's hard to kind of get you guys to see the proper showcase. But you see that detail. You got the front with the scratches running down the forward edge, leading edge of that wing. Got the flaps. These are custom flaps, 100% made by me. That's poster board with another little piece of poster board. And those little rings right here are plastic. So that's just a plastic tube here, 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 and here. And that's just poster board running off of those. Got the gun. Got the Ork boy with the detail. So this was the original kit that was purchased that I used bits and pieces out of this kit to actually make this one as well. This kit, I believe, was $60 from GW. This kit here, the P48, or excuse me, not P48, the Corsair 1/48 scale was only $7 and I believe 99 cents. So this is again a squadron. I run these as death skulls, so obviously the blue with the tan and the camouflage. You can see the two different styles of camouflage, but obviously the same color, so they're in the same squadron. And I think these came out nice. So here's the third one. Let me show you this. So this again is the third one. So let me push these back so we don't mess them up. Okay, so here's the third one. And this one, obviously, it's not done, but I just want to jam it into the showcase real quick just to show you what's coming up. I will finish this. We got the missiles underneath. So this is a 1/48" scale A-10 Warthog that I converted into a Dakka Jet. Or if I want to, I'll use it as a third Burna-Bommer, but I haven't had to yet. So this is actual going to be a Dakka Jet. Now the color pattern of this, or the color of this, is going to be red. However, I am still going to do the same pattern as this. So this will be camouflaged. It will be camouflaged using the brown or the tan, but instead of red rings or orange rings around the camouflage, on this one, we're going to bring the blue from these jets into this one. And the ring or the orange that you see here on this jet will be a light blue. So we're going to flip it. So when this is on the table, it will be obvious that there's a connection to this squadron because we're going to incorporate the blue from these planes into this jet, but we're going to do it where that ring is at. And we're going to bring in this same camo pattern onto this jet. As you can see here, this part right here, which is this flap or this cutout, you see this part right here? I'm going to outline it again. From here, this corner, down the wing, back and across, this section right here is what was supposed to go in on this jet right here. Those flaps right there. So these flaps that I made ended up from the kit actually going on this A-10 Warthog. And they're right there, as I showed you. In addition to, I made these teeth out of poster board. This came from the kit, and it fit nicely right under there. It fit, it fit perfect. That is a part of the A-10, and this little piece right here from the kit went right under that wing, right on the tip. This piece right here was part of the A-10, and I drilled this out and actually fit a Dakka gun right inside there. This was supposed to be some fuel tank, like where the fuel tank or drop tanks were. Cut that off right there, flat, and then stuck that Dakka gun in there. Obviously use the exhaust coming back from the Ork kit. Use some more pieces here on the Ork kit on what they call nacelles or engine pods, basically on the A-10. Put some teeth around the engine cells on the A-10. But again, looking back, another cool thing I did is check that out. It looks like a missile. So the wings, or the tail section, is actually a cross, which in, you know, airplane terms or airplane design, it's dumb, right? Because now how are you going to land? Or, you know, you have to have these big, huge wheels and tires coming out of the bottom to get this, you know, to be able to land. But basically the idea is that this is a suicide mission, and that he's going to do the flying headbutt, and he ain't coming back anyway. So it's a missile. So the whole design, if you look at it, I made it look like a missile. And then I took this off of a dreadnought up front, and now he has like the A-10 Warthog 20 mic cannon, but it ends up being from a dreadnought. So that's a dreadnought assault cannon. And then here you can see jet intakes. Those are open, those holes. So this whole thing, once it's going to be painted, again, as a 3 airplane squadron, I mean, look at that. I mean, that's going to be amazing. That's going to be sweet once I finalize that. This whole part right here on each side, left and right, that is 100% an addition or scratch built. That is not on an A-10 Warthog. The A-10 Warthog, their surface, I mean, that's just flat. So this little pod on both sides, I mean, I did that. And then this here, this little hatch or this little thing, and this little idea right here, again, that's all hand built scratch. This is a part of the kit, but this is scratch built by poster board. So this little section right here is going to be the windscreen, and I'm going to paint that windscreen in, and then you're going to have another little intake, little thing right here. But yeah, we're going to wrap this one up. So I hope you enjoyed this little showcase that I did here. Like we always say, please share, like, and subscribe. Leave your comments in the comment section. Hit that notification button so in the future when I post, you guys get notifications. Hit that bell so you know when I'm posting or uploading to YouTube. Like we always say on the channel, may all your dice rolls come up 6s unless you're looking for a 1. Peace out.